All right, guys, as promised, I am about to deliver to you information about TITANX. Why TITANX is not a good project to build on, why TITANX is not a good investment to make, why TITANX will ultimately fail. I'd given it kind of an estimate of 3 years max, 2 years max, but probably will not last that long. And as more people understand why, it might not even last a year. Let's get into it. All right, guys, in this video, we are going to get into why TITANX is going to fail. I know a lot of you guys that are in the ecosystem, whether you are investors or devs, you're going to hate on it. You're going to close your ears to it. You're going to try to refute it. And of course, I welcome you to try to refute what I'm sharing with you because potential investors really need to know. But I am putting this out there for those that have an ear to hear it. I'm putting this out there for potential investors that are looking into the TITANX ecosystem and help them understand the pitfalls and the high risk that comes with investing in the TITANX token. The economics, the tokenomics, shall I say, are not as solid as you guys may think. And trust me, guys, I have been a developer on another project. I know what it is to come in, have faith in a project, and say, okay, yeah, this thing is good, and I can actually build on it and help support the network and the platform, and I get supported and we support our end users. Yes, guys, trust me, as a developer, I get it. I truly get it because we do want to build, we want to make money for ourselves, we want to make money for our end users, and we want to have a viable product for the masses, right? But this is not it, guys. And in this video, I am going to break down exactly why. All right. But before I do that, I am going to preface it with a conversation that I had with someone that I suppose to be in the TITANX community already, probably in Pulse as well, with a name like Syrup Pulse. And, we've been kind of chatting back and forth yesterday, but he mentioned something that I was pretty much aware of, but I'd like to present this to you guys because as developers, uh, a lot of us, we think we know it all, right? We get a project, we have a concept, and we go with it. But it's not often that we will sit down, listen, open our ears up to other avenues to achieve the goal that we want to achieve, right? So I'm going to read this through this really quickly and see what Syrup Pulse says. He said, "You are shilling a Bitcoin wallet project. I'm not convinced he, Jake, is interested in any wallets. He just wants to collaborate with devs who want to build on TITANX." All right. So, and I know that he's all about building on TITANX, buying a token and burning the token and all that type of stuff. I get it. I've seen some videos, enough videos to know and understand what it is that he's looking for. But the dude is narrow-minded in his vision. The ability to grow the TITANX system is only going to come from other people that come into it, start using it while the token price is pumping. But trust me, guys, the token price will cease pumping in the near future. It may benefit from the crypto bull run, which is headed by Bitcoin, but trust me, guys, the price will fall and this stuff will crumble. But I reply to Syrup Post and I say, it's a common misconception to view this as just a wallet. And I'm going to get into it a little bit here, guys, because you really need to be aware of this. This is not a typical Bitcoin wallet. So let's jump in and explain. It is indeed a Bitcoin wallet, but under the hood, it's a layer 2 solution running on Bitcoin that supports off-chain Bitcoin payments. And this supports the faster and the cheaper payments, guys. You can transact in Bitcoin almost instantly, like within seconds, right? It also it gives the ability for wallet holders to earn Bitcoin. And this is done just by sending Bitcoin to the wallet or using your Bitcoin to trade in the online marketplace that's within your wallet, a feature that you're not going to find anywhere else. And it also supports the ability to send Bitcoin micropayments. You can send one Satoshi if you want to, guys, because eventually that one Satoshi is probably going to be worth $1, right? But this opens the door to a lot of things. Nothing like this has previously existed for Bitcoin, and these capabilities open the door to a much broader range of use cases for Bitcoin. The limits of the wallet are only limited to one's imagination and understanding. If the dev of TITANX is stuck with a single mindset of buying and burning a token, he will not be able to see or understand opportunities that can accomplish that goal and more. Consider this. We offer a white label of our wallets through which an owner of the wallet receives 5% of all transaction fees that occur within that site. So this is actively accessible now, guys, right? You have drip to BTC, you have high yield BTC. These are white labels of the wallet. And 5% of all those transaction fees go into the corresponding owner's wallet. Okay. Here's the key point. This is revenue in Bitcoin that goes straight into the Bitcoin wallet of the white label owner. And with this, no added effort or work from the owner. So whoever owns the white label, once they own it, they're receiving that kickback in Bitcoin. Now imagine this. If your boy Jake had a white label for TITANX, he could shield that wallet to his end users, right? And why would his end users want a Bitcoin wallet? Well, if you could earn rewards or yield in Bitcoin, wouldn't you prefer that over a token that could be here today and gone tomorrow? Certainly. I mean, come on, let's just admit it, guys. The TINC token is a shit token. It's a shit coin, right? It's minted for free, is acquired for free, and it's just used to dump and potentially farm for a little bit more TINC, right? Who wants a token that is just free all around? It is the only thing that's going to happen with that is that it's going to lose value. And the farming that you're doing in that and everything else, you're going to get it, but it's going to continue to drop over the course of time. And certainly no intelligent investor would actually buy that token, understanding that it's minted for free, right? So, I mean, you guys got to get an understanding of what's going on. So, of course, if I was in a farm or I'm minting or mining or whatever the case is, I would like for my rewards to come out in Bitcoin because that's ultimately the token that everyone wants to have anyway, right? All right, so let's go on. A little integration design and work would have to be done to accomplish this, but it could be designed to be completely seamless to the end user. So TITANX end users would have a TITANX Bitcoin wallet that accumulates rewards in Bitcoin. And as their Bitcoin positions increase within the platform, what will they do? They'll use the wallet, right? They'll send Bitcoin, receive Bitcoin, they'll trade in the marketplace to get more Bitcoin. And all of this generates fees for the platform itself, of which your boy Jake would have received 5%. That 5% could have been going straight back into the TITANX ecosystem to help with its sustainability, right? So this is just one example, guys, of what I mean by our wallets being able to open up use cases for Bitcoin. It allows Bitcoin to be able to interact in ways that it hasn't been before. You can now go to Starbucks or McDonald's or whatever the case is. If they have a similar Bitcoin wallet and you have it, you can send them a payment within seconds, faster than a credit card, guys. So, the potential of this wallet is right now is not understood. Folks can't even grasp it. You look at it, be like, oh, it's a scam. But once there's plenty of documentation about this on the Digital Crypto Solution site in the crypto news section, and it explains how the wallet works and everything else. But that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to share this because it is going to preface some of the things that I talk about later and expose what's going on in the TITANX ecosystem. All right, so let's go back to this here. It's a nice, beautiful thing, right? This is TITANX, and you have all of these platforms building on top of it. So I want you guys to remember this view right here. Remember how beautiful it is when you go out there and look at it and be like, oh yeah, we're sitting around a project that's gonna last. Well, it's just new, guys. It's new, and it's coming on the cups of a bull market, a bull run, right? There's nothing special about this, and I'm about to break it down. So let's pan out a little bit, and I want we're gonna focus on this one right here. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do in this video is try to simplify things for you and get you to understand what's really going on with TITANX. Okay. Now, we all know and understand that TITANX runs on and is based essentially on Ethereum. It's on the Ethereum network, and its only value comes from the Ethereum token. Okay, let this sink in, guys. So right now we have a token that's based solely on the value of another token, but not just the value of the token, just the price of the token itself, right? Let's say is on the price of the token itself. So let's read this. TITANX price is based on total value of ETH, or the wrapped ETH that they get, held and allocated for the platform. So there's a key feature of this right here, guys. It's not just the value of Ethereum, right? Because when people come in and use their Ethereum, they're giving Ethereum to TITANX or to that platform, and some of that goes into the pocket of Jake, right? And some of that goes into the pocket for the platform. So we'll call this allocation. So we'll say that this is the user allocation or the platform's allocation of Ethereum that is used to fund or equate to that TITANX token. Okay, so get this, guys. We have a token that isn't based on anything except receiving Ethereum from somebody else. There's no proof of work. There's no anything. It costs nothing to create this. So let's go through these things right here and explain in detail what's going on. So we understand that the TITANX token is based not just on the value of ETH, but what is actually being allocated for the platform. Okay. This makes TITANX subject to the price of Ethereum. So as the price of Ethereum fluctuates, what's allocated to TITANX is gonna TITANX. I don't know. It don't matter. We know it's crap. It's gonna be allocated to however many tokens TITANX has. Okay. This is the key bucket right here, guys. And keep in mind, some of this stuff is going off to Jake and probably some of his friends and family and developers and stuff like that. So there's an essential bucket here, okay, that will be changed by the price of Ethereum. Now, if the price of Ethereum goes up, as it will in this next bull run, this is going to go up. But trust me, guys, by this time next year, there's going to start being another pullback. We're going to be in another dry season. All of the prices are going to come down, and all of this, everything in this bucket is going to fall with it, but fall to a greater degree. All right. We say drops in the price of Ethereum will negatively impact the price of Titan. This is what I just explained, guys. When the price falls, that's going to affect the value that's in this bucket that TITANX and its protocols access. Now, I say that it will negatively impact the price. The drop in the price of Ethereum will negatively impact the price. However, I want you guys to consider something real quick. And in another video here, I posted yesterday, I received a comment from Philip, and I appreciate this because you guys be looking out, right? This how I get some of my information. He said, Mr. Fi, I saw the Hydra DRAGONX token rally hard after you injected cash, and it pulled back hard just after you took out your investment. Okay, so I'm not going to even consider my investment a big investment, right? That really shouldn't move the charts, but this right here is revealing. We were seeing similar stuff like this in the realm of elephant money when I dropped videos on it or in things like that. And this caused me to just go in and look at some things that happened yesterday, right, guys? And this is key to the point of what I'm saying here. Drops in the price of Ethereum will negatively impact the price of TITANX, but where you think the increase in the price of Ethereum would positively impact the price of Token X, that is not the case, because yesterday we see that, let's see, do I have an Ethereum chart up? I don't care about DRAGONX. Okay, so we see that the price of the Titan token was negatively impacted, right? Yesterday it went down, and he was talking about the pump in the price of Hydra, and then it pulled back. But I'm not interested in that anymore. Let's close these things. I want to see the Ethereum. Let's click on this real quick and see what the price of Ethereum is, because the price of Ethereum was increasing, guys. And look at this. While the price of Ethereum is on the rise, look at what's happening to the Titan token. It's on the decline. Okay, so this is what I mean, guys, when I say that a price drop could certainly negatively impact the price because it's dealing with the value. But even though there's a price rise in the price of Ethereum, we're not seeing that in the TITANX token. And you guys want to know why that is? That is because there are other platforms building on the TITANX token that are also privy to this same bucket. I need you guys to catch this. Catch it, guys, especially you developers that are deciding that you want to build on TITANX. Catch it. All right. Another thing is the sell-off of any TITANX related token for Ethereum. Like yesterday when I sold off that well, I did sell off some TITANX for Ethereum. I sold off some DRAGONX for Ethereum. And because I did that, that's decreasing this bucket, guys, because that ETH has to come from somewhere. It only comes from what's already allocated in the system. Now, Jake is fine. He already got his ETH and he ran with it. But what's allocated for the system is what is being extracted. Okay, and this is going to impact the price of TITANX as well as all of the other tokens that are associated with it. Okay, so looking at a big, all this big network of different projects around it, no, that's not going to get it, guys. That is not going to cut it. All right. So here's the question. Is it really smart to build on a token that depends on another token? All right. Think about this, devs. You guys are putting in some hard work to build on something that is like a house of cards. TITANX is going to crumble. And when TITANX crumbles, your hard work and your project is going to crumble with it because you chose to build on a project that is not solid. Hey, I did the same thing with the Drip Network. I tried to help the Drip Network and the members, the community members in the Drip Network, right, with a project just to get them making money. But the project itself was broken due to, let's call them the Bartertown conglomerate, right? So these are some key things I need you guys to understand. And you know what? I don't need you to understand it. I'm just sharing it with you. If you can't grasp it and you want to build on it, well, you're going to see in time that all of your efforts were in vain. You might make a little money up front, but the way I'm gonna be pushing this stuff out to make sure new investors do not come into this platform because they need to be aware of the risks involved. This thing, we're gonna chop the legs out from under it. I'll just put it to you like that. Now, the second thing is good old Jake mints TITANX for free. Catch this, guys. He mints it for free. He created a contract, he puts it out there, and he wants your Ethereum. Give him your Ethereum and he's going to give you a shit coin. Give him your Ethereum, he's going to give you a shit coin. Okay? That's how it works. If it costs him nothing to mint, he will always profit, but at the expense of investors. So you guys that come in and give him your Ethereum, right? Some of that goes into their repository to help support the system. Jake gets his little bit of cut of it, so he's running happy. But you as an investor, when things start going downhill, you are going to get hit. Okay? So be wise, investors. Be wise about this. All right. Another thing, the minting or creation of the tokens is controlled by a central authority, being Jake. Now, if he wants to mint more tokens, he can mint more tokens. Contracts are not immutable. Consider Forex Shark and Bank Teller, which I've done campaigns on in the past. You can check my videos. Okay. I know he's saying, hey, minting is going to stop on the TITANX token, and then it's going to become 100% deflationary and all this and all that. But guess what? We've heard that pitch and story before, or similar promises from devs. And everything works fine as long as the dev is getting accolades from the community, as long as the dev is getting money and paid from that platform. Yes, they're happy, they're satisfied because they're making money, right? But when things start turning bad, that's when that itch starts hitting them and be like, hey, I need to tap into some more of this money, some more of this liquidity that's normally being allocated to the system. They start tapping into this. And this is exactly what Bank Teller does with his platforms. He does it to a massive degree. But other developers can be doing this without you guys noticing it. Okay, so you really need to be aware of that. And that's what we're talking about in number 4. Risk of so-called exploits, some of which you may never notice. All right, so I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to expose this in my Elephant Money videos because this is where I first saw it. But if you come out to something like Dex Screener, you're looking at a token. And this right here is the TITANX Wrap E token, whatever the case it is. Man, you see transactions. You see transaction volume. Hey, the buy volume is 834K. The sell volume is 979K. So when you look through this, you say, okay, these are people, real people coming out here making transactions. Okay, stop right there, guys. Don't always assume that that's the case. Okay, one of the things that Bank Teller was doing was using bots to generate tons of wallets, to generate transactions for a lot of wallets. This is how he was siphoning money out of the Elephant Money system. This is not that difficult to do, guys. You know, you have people out here creating arbitrage bots. Well, certainly they can create, developers that are doing systems like TITANX and Elephant Money and Drip and all this type of stuff. It is very easy for them to develop a bot to go to create a lot of different wallet addresses and to mimic user behavior in a platform. Okay, so if they want to push, promote, or boast their platform, they can come out here and say, hey, I'm buying up this much, I'm buying up this much. And at the same time, on the back end, they're making these sale orders, right? That is extracting or siphoning your investment out of the protocol. Think about this, guys. Think about it. Just because you don't understand programming doesn't mean it is not being done. And like I say, things like this are quite simple to program. Okay, especially when you are fully aware of the project that you yourself have developed. Okay, so look at these sale orders. I would not be surprised if someone extracted $14,000 out of the system, right? Okay, so catch that, guys, and understand what's going on in this DeFi space. Do not be caught up with dashboard divs. Do not be caught up with transaction activities, thinking that you're missing out on something, because in the world of DeFi, I'm finding out time and time again that you are best to leave it alone. If you can get into a project early and it pumps, and because stupid investors come in and be like, hey, let me get in and get out, hey, that's a risk that you take, but that's your risk, guys. And I would prefer that investors actually win in the world of crypto, which is why we have these Bitcoin wallets. All right. So I say here, it may not be needed now while Jake is getting paid. So this is the justification of the exploits, right? He might be exploiting, but he might be doing it to a small degree, taking out $100, $50 every now and then. Who knows how much, right? But see what happens when TITANX starts crashing. That's when devs get desperate and they either want to just walk away or try to capitalize on as much as they can. And they can do this behind the scenes without you knowing it, as I just explained. Okay. And you have no way to verify real user transaction activity. Okay. Just what I talked about there. So at the end of the day, understand, guys, this system is only successful based on the support that it receives, but the support that it's receiving right now will diminish. Okay, there's no question about it, because the price of it will fall. The price of Ethereum will fall. You're going to have investors that are selling off, and all of that is going to affect this bucket here. This bucket here is going to affect everything else in the Titan ecosystem, whether it be the Titan token itself or DRAGONX or all of the other tokens, which leads us here to this last graphic. Okay, it doesn't matter how many projects you create to build on top of this Titan token. It doesn't matter how many. It doesn't matter how many Titan tokens are burned, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is the evaluation or the valuation of what's available in Ethereum. Once this right here gets drained, guys, this collapses and everything above it collapses. Okay, that's all I'm going to share with you in this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. You guys that are in the ecosystem, hey, if I've shared something that's wrong, drop it in the comments and let's talk about it so everybody knows and understands the limitations, the risks, and potentially the lack of reward that they're going to get from the TITANX ecosystem. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we'll holla on the next one. Peace out.